So, Bird, I was thinking it's about time.
For what?
Return to the Megawheel.
You're gonna make a rotating thing? Like
Yeah.
a wheel thing?
Yeah,
Nice, go for it.
I want to do another Megawheel, but it
Okay.
needs to be, much smaller than last time. So I'm making it out of wood to begin with.
Alright. That sounds fine.
And we'll go from there. I was thinking, like, two spread out... I mean, effectively, two giant wheels.
I don't quite follow.
It's okay.
I'll just let you do it, and I will marvel at your disgusting creation when it's ready to be disgusted upon.
Probably, yeah.
So I did not make a unicycle, but what I did make was a thing which can walk on its tires. Look at that. That is a true, trying to true walking cycle.
I hate to say this, but you're like the guy without limbs that just kind of like stumps around on his booty.
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
Truly don't think this thing will work. But it's kind of fun anyway.
Yeah, I mean, failure is half the battle.
Oop.
Some general probably said that.
Is
General Birdcatcher said that. There you go.
bird
God, if I were a general.
bird bird donk.
Yeah.
Okay. If you were a general, you probably wouldn't be a Let's Player.
That's a reasonable point.
Though
Unless
I've
they
no-
were like, you're doing so much harm that we'll let you do this if it means you'll stop doing anything else.
Okay, I can see that.
I don't even know how I became a general in the first place. Neither does anyone else in the army.
This is the first time anybody has been questionably discharged. There's no honor. There's no even...
There's no dishonor. There's just...
Huh?
Like they weren't even sure how it was charged in the first place, let alone discharged. Okay, let's go over here. Now... I want to get this separated out, something like that. I know what I need to make.
It makes a beautiful donking noise whenever it drops.
So, Lady Bird and I watched a really, really fun movie earlier today called The History of Future Folk, which is on Netflix, so most people probably saw it and was like, meh. But what it is, it's a documentary slash science fiction and like independent film where the it's about the origin story of a folk band from space.
Huh.
And so they sing a bunch of bluegrass music about, like, mining, like, space worms and stuff like that. It's really, really funny, and I had a blast watching it. So I would absolutely recommend that for people.
That actually does sound kind of
something
neat.
to watch. Oh, it was great. I really enjoyed it. Put that there. Put that there. If you were charged, it would be with a battery. Or a misdemeanor. That's a funny one. Good one there. Also, completely can't argue with it. Now, I've committed many crimes. Most of them probably misdemeanors. I don't know, I'm not a lawyer. But I've never gotten caught, and that's the important thing.
I don't think I've ever broken the law, as far as I know.
I mean, I'm counting, like, speeding. As, you know, I've sped.
Define speeding, because there's like speeding when it's like you going the same speed as literally everyone else, or there's speeding where you're like, it's like a 40-mile-an-hour area, but like nobody's around, so I'm gonna go like 60.
So I have never gotten a ticket. Wow, the wheel works. Holy shit! Oh, damn! That was cool.
Except for the whole getting stuck on the... Wait. Huh. It seems to have hit a bit of an equilibrium here. Yeah, wheel works. It just needs to be lighter. And probably wider. I'm gonna make it bigger so it tumbles better.
Yeah, I've gotten pulled over for going like 10 miles per hour over, and then they just say like, because they're like, young male going slightly faster, we should see what the hell they're up to, and like that's the extent of it. And then they just say, okay, well, show up at the house on this date, and you'll. And then I go, and then I show up, and then they're like, okay, so just don't break the law again for 45 days, and we tear this up. And I said, cool, and I left.
I've never gotten pulled over.
Well, we need to put this on loop.
I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't happen slightly more often in New Mexico.
Maybe? I'm not entirely sure.
I guess I also probably drive less than you do.
You drive considerably less than I do. Although I haven't driven much lately.
Yeah, because it's not that I truly, like, dislike driving. It's that there are other things that I'd rather do with myself on a given day than drive anywhere. So I usually avoid it up until I can't.
Let's hit the button. And... I told the thing to loop, and it's not looping.
Shit.
Oh, I need to hold the switch down. I see. Okay. Got it.
By the way, the wheel is once again tandem, so if we want to do tandem wheelage, we could totally...
Oh, we absolutely do.
Oh, God damn it.
What?
There we go. Oh, I keep, overshooting something, and it's dumb.
That'll come down like that. We need to do something like this. And then I think if I just put pipe on this, this should work. At least for right now. Maybe? Yeah, because this thing shouldn't be rotating.
There we go.
I believe.
Now, have you ever been in any
it is
major
rotating that way.
accidents?
Damn it. No.
Okay.
I have never hit a car or been hit by it. Well, I have been hit by a car, and it sucked.
What happened?
I was driving along the freeway, and I see a semi trying to change the lane next to mine, and I thought to myself, I hope nobody tries to pass that semi right now. And then as soon as I finished that thought, somebody hit the back end of my car and caused me to fishtail, and I spun out going about 60 miles per hour on the freeway.
Right, I think we've actually had this story.
And I cut across like a couple, 4 or 5 lanes of traffic and lived. Somehow.
Well, this was probably also New Mexico. Yes?
This was in DC.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a little bit more.
Yep. Okay, so this is going to rotate. And I want it to rotate this way. This is kind of hard. Making Walker in the way I want to do it is kind of difficult.
Walkers, not easy.
Yeah,
Texas Rangers, also not easy.
Trying to figure out how to get it to rotate the correct way, but I think I need to review my basic machines or something. Even in 8 accidents. Damn. That sucks.
You might want to lay off on pissing off death. Just a little bit there.
Yeah.
Or turn off that cheat code. Turn off that cheat code where all the pedestrians are trying to hit you with, or all the drivers are trying to hit you with their cars. Okay.
So, I want this to, like, lift up instead of just getting rotated. Maybe? How do I do this?
4, 5.
I'm still not very good at, rotators and basic machines and stuff.
Oh,
Pistons are a lot easier to do than rotators. Just gonna throw that out there.
you mean trying to use, like, the controllers for stuff?
Yeah.
It takes some
What do I
getting used
do?
to.
Yeah. Plus, I don't really have a mechanical engineering mindset, so that's usually pretty rough for me. I don't see how basic machines really fit together very easily.
I've been grumping about that lately. So
Yeah.
a couple of YouTubers that I know that also cover this game, they've been like talking about stuff, and I was like, man, how are you guys figuring all of this out? Because you know they were talking about like really intense builds they were doing,
Yeah.
and then I realized every single one of them is an ex-engineering person, and then I was listening to a bunch of engineers talk about their engineering pet projects, and I was like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty difficult.
I was actually thinking about that in relation to YouTube and how most YouTubers are either like comp sci people,
Yep.
never went to college, or like an engineer.
Yeah.
There are very few videographers that went into YouTube.
Oh
And
yeah,
most of them-
videographers don't do this.
Most of them are like old gen, like C-nanners
Yeah.
and company. Which I always found interesting. Because it kind of makes sense. Like, if you're comp sci, you generally have the money for this sort of thing, as opposed to artists.
Oh, I figured it out. I figured out how I want to do this. Damn it, I did not figure out how I wanted to do this.
There we go. Let's see.
Unless...
Don't worry, you've got engineers in your chat, too. See, that makes some... I don't know, that makes about as much sense as normal.
Yeah, no, it's almost always comp sci people. Which, you know, it's kind of cool. Oh, hell yeah.
You get it?
Okay, then I just need to hook this thing up. Yeah, I think I've got this thing. I just need to hook it up with my connection tool. To my controller to make it, like, not ever rotate. Oh, that didn't work. Maybe I don't want this. Maybe I do want this to be a free rotation thing. Put a rotation circle on a rotating pipe and reverse the rotation.
It works.
Will it? Maybe. Let me try that. Will that, like, undo this thing? If I have it rotate negative 360 degrees?
Okay.
Will it, like, be stable? The answer is yes, that absolutely works. Cool.
Seabird.
Bye. What is it doing?
What? My thing?
No, my thing. It's just like... It just, like, got into its head that this is, like, what it wants to do in life and will not stop doing whatever the hell it is I can say that it's doing right now.
I'm gonna
Put it
call
on the
mine the
left and take it
tornado
off.
because it sounds exactly like one.
Excellent.
This is sickening.
Yeah, I heard your thing just take off like a gust of wind. It was pretty cool.
So here's the problem.
What?
It's actually too light. It doesn't stay on the ground. You know the last one? Heavy as shit?
Uh-huh.
This one? Light as a feather.
I was gonna say, I imagine it's just like... like, flying off in the air. Because I saw it hit a hill and just go banking off. Like, it was really cool. Alright, let's put that
Pretty
down.
great. I just gotta figure out... I think I just need to weight it down a bunch with blocks. And that'll solve my problems. I don't want to have to replace the entire thing with metal, though. Obviously, that would suck real fast. So I'm gonna try and just line it with, I'm just gonna try and line it with the metal, the, like, orange metal diagonal blocks.
360 plus 3 or minus 360 equals a 0 degree change. Yeah, but I didn't think that would work with the physics engine. Like, I knew conceptually that I was thinking of doing that, before you like spoke up.
Okay.
But I didn't think it would work. That's
Two
all.
thrusters on both sides. It would force your vehicle inwards to balance it. Yeah, probably.
That's actually a really good idea.
So that's my next solution. I just wanted to do this so it would stay on the ground, too.
Yeah.
Because, like, the balancing is obviously an issue, but if it's just too light and can't stay on the ground, then that still remains quite an issue the entire way through. Plus, this makes it look nicer. And I'm all about that nicer
there.
looking machinery.
Yeah, I guess it's mostly engineers and not really very many artists, surprisingly, go into YouTube.
There are very few artists that go in. I mean, honestly, main issue with that is funding.
Yeah, probably.
Very few artists can actually, like, survive long enough.
Probably, yeah.
To, like, make it somewhere, even though they're obviously gonna be able to get ahead in some ways just because of advertising.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it.
Okay. This is rotating, but in the wrong way I thought it would. Okay, we'll get on a seat. Here.
There we go. Oh. Apparently I didn't finish that one.
Connect this thing to this. Connect the button to the seat. Get into the seat. Press 1.
Okay. There we go.
I made a little hopper, but that's not what I thought. That's not what I wanted it to do.
I don't know if that's a hopper, just like...
It hopped once, I swear to God. Bye.
Yeah, so if I lay off the thrusters...
Uh-huh.
It kind of works, until it doesn't.
Alright, so
I like...
put that to
I like how
0.
much it twists, though. This is great. Okay. Here's the question. Is it enough to... Hey! I twisted so hard I actually fell flat on my wheel.
What is it doing? Man, sometimes the controller is just completely glitched out.
Yeah, shit. This thing is so... This thing is too light. Truly.
That's the problem we had with the other one, isn't it?
No, the other one was way too heavy.
Oh.
Like, we could barely get enough thrust, so it just became like a mess. Should go into first person for like 2 seconds. Sure.
Hold on. So what is this controller doing? If I have...
Huh.
How do I make it so that the controller waits instead of, in separate stages?
Well, I gotta say, first-person view in this just looks awful.
This needs to be negative 360, and then maybe this will work.
Yeah, so the other one was just too heavy because those ramps are silly.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what am I doing? Oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. Okay.
Build on speed negative 360.
You can
on
still
this
remove
stuff.
some of the thrusters. That's not really the problem, though.
What are you doing?
You're having collision issues.
With what?
These two of those legs were colliding against each other. Like, one of these is hitting this bar here.
Get rid of that.
That's probably
fine.
why you're flipping like crazy.
Maybe? No, see, this thing just does a kick
Oh.
in the air.
Well, the other
just does
problem is
maximum dance drive.
the problem is the rotation on two of your things is wrong.
Oh, that would make sense. Whoa! Oh no! It's gone into... It has dance fever and will not stop. Okay. 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 It almost is working, man.
The shimmy shimmy.
It's sort of got like a pimpin' walk to it that just doesn't move. And it also goes backwards.
What you need, honestly, is shoes on the bottom of your platform. Or another set. Like, if you had 4...
Something to impart yeah, I see what you're saying. To impart the torque differently.
Yeah, because the problem is, it's not... It doesn't walk like that, because it just immediately... It can't just lift.
I see what you're saying, yeah. So if I put down... shoes... Yeah, if I put shoes on the bottom of it, then it'll work. Okay.
Oh.
Maximum stupidity. Okay, this should do the rotation correctly. Yep.
Let me see.
We are going places. Now, I guess if I replace the shoes with maybe like a ramp, it'll go faster, you think?
Honestly, what you need to do is take this like middle part between the two, like you
make
need to
it shorter so it rotates faster.
Effectively, you've got a man. You've effectively got a man here with the world's smallest thighs and longest shins, and that's not working out in your favor.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So we need to just drop that that piece entirely and just put it like right up against it. Yep, yeah, but that's true. False thighs and wow. That's you knew how to put it exactly in terms I would understand. Lift up the legs and make them taller. No, we need to make the effectively the axis as small as possible.
Can't have them taking over the world.
Yep, you got it. Okay, we'll drop that, and that, and that, that. But yeah, that's the basis of making a walker. There's other ways to do it, but this one kind of struck me as being a particularly natural way that kind of looks almost sort of bipedal, so I was like, yeah, whatever. We'll go with that one. Like, alternating is kind of silly. No, see, the thing is the controller rotation is too slow. If I had a way of speeding up controllers...
don't use a controller then, use an engine.
Yeah, then I have to time it. Wait, no I wouldn't.
It would...
Get rid of the controller.
Probably just...
I do need a new controller to a certain point. Yeah, I do need a controller. Because I need to have one of my bearings rotate constantly. Or I need to have some of my bearings rotate constantly.
Okay.
Which I can just do with another engine. Or with the same engine, actually. This should work. Yep, let's do that. Do what you suggested. I mean, the thing is, people make suggestions to me in this game that I don't really understand.
Yeah, it's really...
I'm quite bad at this game.
Yesterday when we were making our flying machine, people were throwing acronyms at me and I'm just like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, you gotta make the CMOS go with the HMO and stuff like that. It's like,
What am I doing to a fish?
Oh, weird, you can't hook an engine up to a seat.
What?
Huh.
Oh,
you can't hook an engine to a seat, you can only hook it to
a driver's chair, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's just see what happens if I just put some gas on this thing right now.
Okay, that should be heavier.
Bye. Looks pretty good.
It still ends up getting flipped on its side, though.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be a constant thing.
Luckily, it can breakdance itself out of it. But still. Yeah, the other problem is it doesn't have a whole lot of traction here. Huh. What if I do this?
On the lift. Take it off the lift and see what happens.
Okay. So yeah, the Megawheel actually works pretty well. Problem is it, of course...
Okay, we need to change that rotation. Yeah, almost. And then change that rotation.
Let's try that. What if this thing is just kind of weird and tilty? What? That's weird.
What are you doing? Oh, okay. Just gonna add, like, side things to it to see if you can, like, bank off of them or something?
Maybe. The other alternative is getting rid of all of the platforms and making this, like, making the edges jagged. Kind of like sawtoothy-ish.
What I could do is I have... Speed this up. I have alternating left-right cycles. If there's a way I could get this to be continuous somehow, then it would be perfect.
This is gonna take too long.
Which I think I know how to do. Using a controller. Let's get rid of the engine. The controller back and put the button back.
So let's add some...
height, the legs will go down, take traction, and push forward.
Add teeth to these wheels.
Yeah. Probably.
This should work. Okay, make a roll cage. What does that even mean? This is a roll cage. This entire thing is a roll cage.
Yeah. I do this.
That actually looks really nice. Beautiful. I will admit, a lot of my builds are probably constrained by my aesthetic desires.
Yeah, they are. But that's okay. Because that's just who you are.
Yeah, I don't think I'd like this game as much if I was like, no, it's gotta be like super utilitarian. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, that looks good.
Stick the boots back on this thing.
Screw the boots, give it ducks.
I have ducks for feet. Okay, my plan is... I'm gonna see if I can make the motion smoother.
Oh, you mean like on the outside? Yeah, that's the next project. What I want to do is add teeth so this thing has some grip, though. Because if this thing has grip and I can like actually get some push off the ground, that'll solve a lot of my problems.
Right.
And this will weight it down really hard, so that'll be super useful.
And on 4, we need to do negative 360.
Okay, there we go. This is going to be really heavy.
Flip the leg joints so they're pointed up so it's connected to the platform.
Okay.
Like that?
Well, it's so heavy that it can no longer do the tornado business anymore, which is kind of sad. I think I need more thrusters. Somebody's probably going to disagree with me on this fact. I think I disagree with me on this fact. But that is okay. Because I'm not supposed to be internally consistent at all times. Because that's called lying to yourself. And that is okay. I read it in a book somewhere. Probably.
It sounds like a really good book.
Deluding yourself into happiness. By piece of crap. By George Lucas. There we go.
Aww. Sweet Lucas burn.
Fill the wheels in. Yeah, probably. Alright, so at this point we need a roll cage. There we go. I was kind of worried about this. So I was thinking for roll cage. How do you do a roll? Oh, wait. We have something for the roll cage. There we go. This will be a perfect roll cage. Yeah. And this way I don't have to spend a ton of time putting something together. And it won't be, like, super heavy or super ridiculous looking. It looks a little stupid, but that's okay. It might still get hyped up on these, but I think we're okay. Okay. Get those there. Get those there. I think the positioning is kind of okay. It's a little trashy, but I don't really have much of a choice here. There's no flip button either. Alright. It's this one, right? Nope. It's the other one. Well, we've got enough thrust that this kind of works. There we go. Okay, we're back down. Come on, Megawheel. Why is the Megawheel so just insistent on landing on its side? I don't even know. Reminds you of Robocraft for some reason. Robocraft used a lot of orange. I don't know. Alright, so I've just pretty much made the breakdancing machine. This thing will never roll the way I want it to. Because for... Yeah, weird. Make it longer. I don't want to make it too long, because then it won't fit through anywhere. And the problem is it's, like, so perfectly balanced. I don't know. Yeah, like, the moment this thing hits any kind of curve, it just doesn't wanna. Oh. Wait, no, that's a bush. I thought I found birds, like, really terrible thing. But no dice. Okay. Make it spherical. Man, you can't even make spheres in this game. Yeah, I think this is the extent of what I can do with the Megawheel. It's good fun, but I don't think I can go any further with this. Like, I could do stuff, but still. Let's see, there's a smidge more weight on one side than the other. Nope. Not that I can tell. As far as I know, I've made this thing completely balanced. It just keeps flipping on this one side because of terrain.
Alright, so sorry about that. Randomly did not feel very good, but I feel better now, so here I am.
Had to go barfins?
No, but thought I needed to. Yeah, I think I've come down with something today, which is why I'm very, very, very off. But that's fine.
Yeah, guys, this thing is so perfectly balanced, it does not give a shit what side it's flipped on. It just flips to one side. Yeah, the train has no grip. Yup. I guess my last resort would be to add a ton of wheels to this thing. But I really want to do that.
Nah, don't do that.
It's tempting, though. Well, it's either that or we just give up on the thing. So we might as well just add wheels, I guess. Let's see, why can't you add side thrusters to both sides that help you turn and flip back on? Because honestly, it doesn't really matter. Duotor, and it really is too heavy for that. Mm-hmm. Throw a ton of weights on the sides. No, that's not going to do it either. Like,
no.
Yeah. So the problem is this thing has no grip. Adding more weight to it
because there's no friction on anything in this game.
Yeah, friction doesn't... Like, I added, like, grip and stuff, it doesn't mean a thing. So I'm actually better off adding wheels to this, which have sort of friction, maybe.
I managed to improve upon my design, but now it looks like a robot that's panicking and trying to run away.
And it just is ragdolling you all over the place. Like
A little bit. It's like its tongue is sticking out. Like,
it looks pretty great.
I'm a big fan of this current iteration.
Yeah. So until they add, like, real friction to this game, that, like,
If they
matters.
bother to.
Yeah.
That would complicate things pretty dramatically if they did.
Then,
Right, so that
then
rotates.
the Megawheel's pretty much off. Fun idea, but...
Lift up the platform, place a
No
tiny
dice.
pipe between 2, 3, 1, and 4. Place a pipe between 2 and 3 and 1 and 4.
Okay. Yeah, because we've already
Okay.
determined more weight does not fix these things from flipping over. Or making it that much wider. Because they end up just, like, splitting out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Add a ton of weight to the middle.
Weight's not gonna fix it.
Yeah, weight will change nothing.
Because it's thrusters, so just the thing about the way that thrust and like lift works in this game is that it works very unintuitively. It's very good at making landers because that's kind of hard-coded in behavior, but weight doesn't push down like you would expect it would. It doesn't like create force that counters it. It just makes it so that it requires more thrust to move it up. But it's not like it's pushing down with more force to resist the thruster, if that makes sense.
It's bullshit.
It's what you can do.
Yeah. Eventually we'll
Video
have...
games are more about faking it than creating authentic experience, actual like simulations.
Fake it till you make it, or something.
Fake it till fuck it, we gotta push it out now.
Yep.
Or this achieves the illusion of doing the right thing, therefore it's good enough. Usually the motivation behind it.
Yep. Jet on the side pointing away. No. That's still not gonna do enough. So,
Like, I told you how at one Braid, it doesn't actually save all the information between for the rewinding stuff. It will save every couple of seconds and then extrapolate what it thinks should have happened between those keyframes, basically.
I've actually used that to get past certain puzzles because
Yep, you can totally cheese it that way.
It didn't quite work, and I was very happy about that.
Yep.
Because some of those puzzles in that game were hard.
I never had much trouble with beating that game, honestly.
It was like... It was when they really started, like, messing with the mechanics that I found it got a little hard for me.
Okay.
I can't remember. I was also trying to go for, like, getting all the, like, hard-to-get shit and stuff.
Oh, the stars or whatever?
Yep. Okay. Can confirm adding wheels has made a difference up until it flips on its side, and then it goes back to doing whatever. Yeah, because the thing...
Yep.
The issue here is not the flipping on the side and, like, writing itself, because I can write this thing anytime. It's the fact that this thing will always flip on its side. But that's okay, too. The Megawheel wasn't meant to be.
No.
Oh, shoot. We do actually have a rogue wheel here. Come on, let me out. God damn it.
Oh, wow, you're right, actually, QWERTY. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say actually, but your fix was a very smart one. they had me increase the height so that it got more like traction and like leverage, basically.
One
Which
wheel
was
is
a
off center.
good approach.
The sad thing is, having one of these wheels off center changes nothing. It changes nothing.
Pretty. Well, I mean, I might as well just not have boots at all, if that's what you're saying. But I don't think that'll work.
There's no redeeming this thing, guys. And trust me, your tips are not going to make much of a difference. This is really funny to watch, though. Bird, you should...
Yep.
Oh, well, it's stopped now. It's...
Okay.
I was going to say, it's doing this, like, nice little tippy-toe... tippy-toe business.
This thing might have a chance.
Can't
But
leave.
I need to balance it correctly now. I don't think I need to have boots under it for traction.
I think the word traction is just silly and meaningless.